Hey guys, this is Shamaya Flora, and today I'm going to be discussing all these retrogrades that we have going on right now. I'm only going to be discussing the planets that are in retrograde. I'm not going to be discussing the asteroids today, like Chiron, even though that is very important. So if you want to know about that as well, I can show you or direct you to some really reliable websites. But today I'm just going to be discussing the planets just to kind of get y'all just to kind of introduce y'all to the energies and kind of how to work with them. Because retrogrades are not always bad, it's just the time to reflect. So let's get started. So currently we have 6 planets in retrograde. We have Saturn, Mercury, Uranus, Pluto, Neptune, and Jupiter. I had to look. I'm gonna start with Mercury first. When Mercury is in retrograde, this is a time that a lot of mistakes, miscommunication, and misunderstandings happen. This is not the time to be signing contracts, and this is not the time to be starting something new, especially when it comes to a new job, a new relationship, a new class or a course. And this is definitely not the time to be investing in expensive things, especially electronics. Or vehicles. I would not buy a new car. I would not buy a new phone, TV, laptop. I would not do that stuff around this time. Please, please, please avoid signing contracts or making any sort of agreement that could affect you in the long run. This is not the time for that. Even though it's not the best time to start something new, it is a great time to finish off old projects, to study, even to plan, like some new moves that you have, whether it's a new business, whether it's to go to school. It's a great, great, great time to start planning for that. Or even, getting a new job. It's not the best time to quit your job, but it is a good time to start looking and searching for something new. Don't make an official move yet, but just, it's a good time to, start searching, start looking. Okay, these are my options. This is what I have planned. Now, don't make your plans public, but, keep them to yourself. But, so yeah, when Mercury is in retrograde, it's definitely a great time to complete old projects and even to create. I don't know if y'all are into painting and all of that. And that also might get you through the retrograde blues, because they come for me. I don't know if all of y'all have been in your feelings and everything, but this retrograde, since it was in Cancer to Leo and it's going to go back in Cancer, we're definitely going to be a lot more emotional, but maybe to what I have been doing, and it's been helpful for me. How I've been getting some of that energy out is through creating, whether it's painting, whether it's drawing, dancing, singing, whatever you do that is creative to you. That could also be very helpful during this time. So yes, on to the next one. Next we have Jupiter. When Jupiter is in retrograde, it is a great time to renew our visions, ideals, and even our spirituality or our belief system if you aren't spiritual or religious, just your belief system in general. And now we are on to Saturn. And I think Saturn has been hitting us harder than we think it has. Saturn is the planet of discipline, especially self-discipline, structure, and Saturn is ruled by Capricorn. Saturn is the planet that rules Capricorn, and Capricorns are very hardworking, they're very driven, they're very goal-oriented. So if you have Capricorn in your chart, this is probably going to be even more intense for you. But anyway, around this time, you really need to focus on your goals, and not necessarily starting new goals, but writing down your goals and writing down how you're going to achieve them. Again, during a retrograde, any type of retrograde, this is not necessarily the time to start something new, but this is a great time to plan. So right now, really, really think about what you can do to be more disciplined, what you can bring to the table as far as structure And, you know, just think about your goals in life. Think about how you're going to provide financial stability to your family, well, to yourself first, and then, you know, to your family, loved ones, all that stuff. This is really the time to think about what you can bring to the table and how you're going to work for it, because Saturn is, it's not like Venus. Venus is more so a softer planet. It's very feminine. It's very loving. Saturn is the father of the zodiac. It has very, very masculine energy and very, very cutthroat energy. So if you're not working towards your goals, if you're not really willing to do the work to reach your goals, it's probably going to be a lot harder to achieve them and also to attain them. So right now, really, really, really focus on what it is that you set out to do, and not just, it's more so long-term goals. Even like with it, when it comes to like retiring, how are you gonna retire years from now? You know, what are you gonna do? What steps are you gonna take to be able to sit back and relax, you know, in your old age? Really, really think about that. Saturn also comes with obstacles. You have to work hard. Saturn is not going to give you something on a silver platter. If you didn't work hard for it, if you didn't plan for it, if you're not committed to it, it's not going to turn out positively for you. So if you're struggling, if you're wondering why it's taking so long for you to achieve your goals, really, really, really sit down with this Saturn energy and think about how you can really, really work towards your goals in order to achieve them. So yes, that is Saturn in retrograde. On to the next. Now we have Uranus. When Uranus is in retrograde, it is our time to focus on renewing our inner freedom. This is a time for us to reflect and think about what makes us feel free, what makes us feel independent, what makes us feel different, weird, eccentric even. What makes us stand out from the crowd, you know? Neptune. When Neptune is in retrograde, this is the time where we focus and renew our spirituality, our intuition. A lot of us are going to be a lot more intuitive around this time. And because Neptune is ruled by Pisces, and Pisces energy can be, they can be very in their head, they can daydream a lot, and they can even be escapists, you know, whether it's through music, through religion or spirituality, or even through substances. So I would also say during this time, it's okay to relax and, you know, definitely get your rest, because I know with the Saturn being in retrograde, you're going to be working pretty hard, but Neptune is here to balance it out. So you do need to rest, you do need to sleep, but please be very, very cautious about substances and escaping through using substances, because Pisces energy and Neptune energy, which we're talking about right now, Neptune energy, it knows no boundaries. It has no boundaries. And when it comes to indulging or wanting to escape, you might go too far. So I would say it's okay to chill. It's okay to, you know, enjoy yourself. But tap into that Saturn, you know, really, really tap into that Saturn. Really, really call onto that Saturn energy, because I'm telling you, you'll have the urge to do a little more than usual, escape a little more than usual, and if anything, just go to sleep, just get rest. But I would not indulge into too many substances. I wouldn't dabble with substances around this time. Stick to what you know, be safe, and relax, breathe. And last but never least, we have Pluto. When Pluto is in retrograde, it is a time to see how we're doing, but on a deeper level. Pluto is ruled by Scorpio. No, Pluto is not ruled by Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. I can't talk right now. But when Pluto is in retrograde, is really the time for us to sit back and look at how we transformed on a deep level, how we made it through our traumas, our deep, dark traumas that we don't even want to necessarily deal with or confront. You have to right now. You got to deal with it. You got to heal from it. And this is the time to do so. It could be dealing with something from, being abused to feeling misunderstood, sexual traumas, any kind of deep, dark, icky resentment type feeling that you may have, whether it was like in your childhood, whether it was something recent. Really just reflect on that. Reflect on how the situation came about from the jump and how to prevent it from happening in the future. Because Scorpio energy, Pluto rules Scorpio, and Scorpio energy, we have these phases, death, sex, and then rebirth. So we have phases throughout. I'm a Scorpio, that's why I'm saying we. We have these phases in our lives where, we'll be doing fine, something traumatic happens, we're in a deep, dark place by ourselves, and we're sitting here having to confront our issues, our troubles, our worries, our choices. We have to confront them, we have to deal with them, we have to heal from them at some point. And right now is the best time to do so. So don't be afraid of it. I know that it can be scary. I know that it can be terrifying. I know, but deal with it. If you heal from it now, it'll help you and it'll better you in the future. So I think that is about it for the retrograde. I hope this was helpful. I love y'all. Peace.